So, self-awareness is the basis and the foundation for personal growth and development. Because if you are not aware that you have a problem, how are you going to fix it? Now, there's this beautiful model called the Johari Window that helps us to become aware of the different spheres of our self-awareness. And the first one, the first window, is called the arena. That is the things in our lives that we are aware of, but everybody else that knows us are also aware of it. Let's say, for instance, you have an anger problem. You know you have an anger problem, but so does everybody else that works with you. So it's open, it's in the arena. It's like when you watch a rugby game in a stadium, everybody can see who gets the penalties and who gets the tries. Now, there's another aspect to our self-awareness that is called the blind spots. And blind spots are the things in our lives that everybody else can see, anybody else that knows you can see, but you yourself are not aware of it, hence blind spots. So, for instance, let's say I am very negative. People around me can pick it up and they can see it, and some of them will even go as far as avoiding me because they will say I suck the life out of the party. But I am totally unaware of it. Now, the reality is that in a corporate environment or wherever there's competition, people will never tell you what your blind spots are because they want to get the promotion that you also want. So nobody wants to bring that to the light. And there are other reasons as well, because when we are criticized, we sometimes attack most of the time. So people aren't always that open and keen to tell us what our blind spots are. But if we can figure them out, there are so much potential and so much we can do to empower ourselves and to grow personally. The third window is called the facade. The facade are things that I am aware of, but nobody else knows about it. It's those hidden things that we don't want to share with the world. We don't want anybody else to know because maybe we are ashamed of it. It's something that happened in the past and we don't want anybody to hear. You get a lot of this in families where there's abuse. The children are cultured or brainwashed into thinking that nobody must know this family secret. The problem with that is it becomes a festering sore and it becomes a cancer. And when we don't deal with those secrets, those hidden parts of ourselves, some people call it our shadow parts, it can kill us in the end. That's why a lot of times you hear of people that are the life of the party, but they commit suicide. And then you wonder, but how did that happen? Because their facade was getting the better of them. The fourth window is the unknown. That is, we don't know what we are capable of, either for good or bad. The reality is also that if we want to reach our full potential, we will never be able to do that unless we have dealt with the issues in our arena, our blind spots, and our facades. So my question is, how do you come to greater self-awareness? How do you learn more about yourself? And how do you grow in those parts of your life that you never wanted to face? And that is where our friends, our comforters, the people that love us in our lives for who we are, not for what we can do for them, where they come into play. Because if we go to our loved ones and we say, you know what, I give you permission to tell me when you see something in my life that's not serving me and is not serving anybody else. And when you allow someone to speak into your life, you can deal with your blind spots. Also, if you can find someone or even pay someone that has to keep confidentiality, and you share them your secrets, you tell them what happened when you were little, so that it can come out, it loses its power over you. There's a spiritual principle: the truth will set you free. It doesn't mean you have to share your truth with everybody, but the minute you do share your truth, that lie that has kept you captive for so long loses its power. And that is the power of self-awareness.